Hey, I'm Kev Massacre. Welcome back to Ride 3 as we began the second level. Last time we were not very good on the Supersport bikes though, but let's see what we can do in the Evolution in the 2000s. That's the 600S on the track. Later in the 1600 sports bikes reached a peak apex of their evolution, achieving peaks of power which are still near unreachable in this specific segment. We tried to make those bikes to their natural environment, a selection of sinuous and curvy GP tracks, perfectly suited to their agility when changing direction and unleashing devastating acceleration. Today the stage is your bike seat. Get on and be a star. Get ready, the show is about to start. As we've got Supersport record in Japan, GP in England, American Night, Supersport 600 Championship, and Daytona Supersport. And after all of this, we could win the 1988 Ducati 851 PP. And you're really noticing actual titles for each event. And that's part of the update which got released today in Ride, along with a number of other fixes. So let's see if we can beat 137 flat on the Yokohama International Circuit. As first off, we've got to get a bike, I think. So what we can get in the dealership. So we get a Honda CBR 600RR, the Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R from 2008 or 2005. And we get the Triumph Daytona 675. And we can win the Suzuki GSX R600 if we actually did well in that last volume. So we almost got a full complement here to choose from. So what do we go for? So it looks like the Triumph is pretty damn decent. I mean, it's got equal, but it's got second best handling behind the Honda. Honda looks like it's got the edge overall. I mean, it's actually got braking power, best handling, best top speed as well, and best acceleration. So should we be cheaper, just get the Honda. As we could get it in black, get it with the blue and white. That looks pretty damn dashing. Here is our new bike, our newest Honda. I do feel a bit lazy using pretty similar Hondas for two races in a row though. Let's see, it is. That is looking gorgeous. As for years, ABS was opposed by hardcore motorcyclists who believed that its use in Supersport bikes would diminish riding pleasure. Nearly all of them changed their mind with the passing of time, and this is hardly due to the CBR 600RR, one of the first Supersports to use ABS as standard. Rebaptized C-ABS by Honda, it transfers part of the braking action to the other wheel in limited conditions, avoiding wheel locking. Now, further additions to the braking system. You also got fairing material and shape also changed compared to the previous one, where the exhaust is now titanium. There have been various improvements of 599cc liquid cooled parallel 4-cylinder engine, including piston, cylinder head and silencer, leading to a 4% increase in torque starting from 8,000 RPM. Power output is 118 horsepower at 13,500 RPM, and maximum torque is 66 Nm at 11,250 RPM. The aluminium diamond frame as well as the suspension remain unchanged with HAMAS 41mm diameter upside down fork ProLink union deriving from Honda's MotoGP experience and two-sided swing arm. And now everyone try the ABS, or more appropriately the C-ABS. Hopefully it means we don't break ourselves at every corner like we normally do around here. So let's see what we can do over 3 laps. Got that 137 flat to beat, and a 140 flat and a 138 flat as well to get the stars. Well, it's already very good into the first corner. We braked a bit too much there though. Left lots on the table on the exit. As we go for the next left-hander. Will it be so smooth on the power? Already like it just on the much more as well than the previous Supersport bike we tried in the last volume. As I said, I felt a bit cheap using another Honda Supersport bike, but when it's this good apparently, can't turn down that offer. We go down this long back straight. Beautiful surroundings there as well, looking around all the mountains and hills. A bit like Fuji as well, the Japanese circuit. It's all braking a bit too hard. We didn't lock up necessarily, it just felt like we were losing the front end a bit. So you've got to be careful of that and the wheel spin and the wheelie on the exit. There we go, beautiful middle sector. No doubt it's cost us our chance of getting 3 stars. Well, I said, so often round it, it's just so easy to outbrake yourself. As you go through the right. Just being very cautious. So, as I said, there's been an update today in the patch. And apart from changing all the names of the events, so it's done some performance balancing as well. To the AI, to some events too. As actually it hasn't. We have smashed it. A 36 flat, of course we did have to set a flat time. So I'm very interested to see if there's major improvements now, but that's a solid start as you get 3 stars. So next up is a single race round Donington Park. So we are looking down at a pretty swish livery. It is pretty nice to see on the Honda as we rev it up around good old Donington for 3 laps of fun. So we've got the fight the wheelie. So of course we go down like a lead balloon at the start. They're nice and smooth on the power heading into Craner's. Taking good sight line. Rear end doesn't like it though. What's it got against me hitting an apex for once? As we try and dive down the inside for a sip. Take 7th though on this opening lap. Especially you can just dive down the inside into the right. You're a bit wide though. Come on, you've got to make those stick in these short races. They're nice and smooth on the power. Onto the back straight. And now we're taking the long circuit. I wish we could take the short circuit a bit more. It would be nice to see. Now normally, pre-patch you're able to gain loads in that chicane, but not on that occasion. Let's get all the way down to 1st. We do gain in the next hairpin though. White in the slipstream, looking to make a move. Not quite, as they're all bunched up though. So we're up to 6th. You can see a star right in front in 3rd, even though it looks like the top 2 are trying to get away a bit. We should have just been a bit too gentle in this race. Need to be a bit more aggressive maybe with these manoeuvres. How about that into the old hairpin? As we go up to 5th. Come on, just 2 more places. So got to be nice and smooth on this bike. This is something we're definitely learning. Because that's why what happens when you're not smooth. And that's going to kill us all the way down this straight. We can just about hop over the curbs though. Haven't really gained though in this chicane. Braking hard for the hairpin. Gone wide. Thanks for turning into me. That is always wonderful. Trying to Lorenzo me. Get out of here. Well, that's cost us our chance at stars then, as I'm very interested to see if there's going to be the same pattern then. Because apparently in the patch which came out today, they've done some tweaking to our opponents, to events, you know, not just added names to them, but let's see what happens then in this volume. Seems to be the same old after this first race. Now we need to tweak the difficulty on the fly still. Apparently have made the drag races a bit easier as well. Definitely check that out then. Because previously when I've been recording these, races, you're generally just seeing the first race where I've not crashed into or taken out, or where I've crashed or made mistakes. Basically, the first race where I haven't fallen down. That's all over us. And I'm still playing at 100% difficulty with the auto balancing for this race. Well, that's definitely going to be changed for the next race. Of course, this is definitely not 100%. You're definitely not at that level. You need to apply some upgrades to our bikes. I think we have to do that for every championship now, it feels like. See, it's pay to win. Just like, well, real motorsports, I guess. But we didn't achieve anything really there. We just found out we're slow. Not even any stars. As we are 2.5 seconds off the pace, exactly like last time. So after that disappointment comes our first visit, I believe, to the fantastic Road America circuit, and it's at night. But before you head there are some upgrades to do. So there's a 600 pp limit, so we've got to keep that in mind. But let's do the basic upgrade, shall we? As we improve the ECU. And then the air filters as well. Get us a good old racing air filter on. Let's make sure we're not spending too much as well. So we've got to improve the cylinder heads. Don't care about the oil just yet. What about a new exhaust? Well, it had a lot. Oh, it does have a lot. You would take the Indy Race muffler. Or the Evolution line control. Don't really see the exhaust in this bike. Thankfully, it's nicely hidden and covered up. Then a friction reduction. Oh yeah, we're going to be spending so much. But then we do earn quite a lot from these events. So give that the most. So there's definitely a decent balance, I say, between spending all this money for these upgrades and then actually earning all those credits back from events. It's not imbalanced like, say, Forza, I would say. Or these certain other games where you have to get upgrades and then you're just buying loot boxes. We're talking about different genres here as well. So we're up to 575 pp, but let's try and improve the gearboxing, get a racing gearbox on. That doesn't change the PP, interestingly. Neither does improving the electronics, getting a quick shifter, or the chain. So actually doing everything to the gearbox doesn't change the PP. That's something to keep in mind then. So brake this. We'll get up to 580. Let's get some good braking going on. It's been a while. I mean, that's probably a big mistake we did with our previous one, did not upgrading this. So up to 585. Get the brakes cable as well. And then suspension. Again, that doesn't change PP. Improving the suspension. And then appearance, don't really care about that. What about wheels? What about tyres? Imagine that would give a big performance increase. 592. With good old slicks. And then the real rims as well. So get the streamlined version on. I think we're still just in the PP limit, so that's 597. What about appearance? Is there anything that, say, improves PP? There's what's that? Triple clamps. Don't really care about the steering plate. Or the bike, custom bike lever as well. It just means you can paint more stuff. It seems like it doesn't actually change performance. But that is the Honda fully upgraded then. And it's still under the PP limit. Oh, mama. Here we are in America. I cannot rate to go around Road America on a bike on 2 wheels. I'm so often doing this on 4 wheels to say Forza or iRacing or Race Room. So here we go then. Let's change it down to 90. Yes, we use 5% of our bonus, but we're not good enough for 100%. And then difficulty balancing is now off. So here we are, looking down at night with the lights out. Lights on, shall we say. And the big boys out to play as we get underway for the first time on our fully upgraded bike. And we get a worse start than normal, standard. We're here towards the first corner, getting a bit bunched up in front.
Let's try and dive down the inside through that first corner. Yes, up into 6th. That's the top 5 try and get away from us. Not going to try and let that happen though. Especially with this long bendy back straight to get a nice toe off them. Towards the best passing spot in this circuit, probably this left-hander. Remember not to outbrake yourself because it's easy for riders to switch back. So that's not too bad. And then over the rise, got the lift slightly. Otherwise, you will rise. And there's fast right-hand kink. Looking down the inside 4th, 5th, and right in the toe as we've got another good passing spot here. This left-hander. It's all 3rd. What are you doing? And now into the carousel. Around the outside, we've got the higher ground here. Might not look like it, going massively wide. No! Why is there a chicane here? I want the full road at America speed, not this. We've got a decent exit despite the wheelie, and we're in the stars already. Even though the leader's trying to get away, it looks like. But now we head towards Canada corner after another bendy straight. That's right, what are you doing, 4th? If you're going to stick your nose in, do it with meaning, not like that. It's through the left-hand kink. And then towards the final corner, make sure you hook up the apex. Don't run too wide on the exit again. Those curves can be abused round here. That's what they're made for. And look at this beautiful toe as you complete the first lap here. A nice moon as well at the top. Now towards the first corner. Can we outbrake our opponent? We're going to try. Just take the apex away from them. Into 2nd. Just 1 bike to go. So we run wide. Very late on the power. Now Suzuki to get back by, but again, we're getting their slipstream. So it's not the worst thing. Especially if you can just ease back by like that. Knowing that we've got actually straight line speed on the bike. But he dives right back. Forces us wide. It's not good in our crest to catch up to the leader battling like that. But the leader's not really getting away. You can take that right-hander so much quicker as well. Taking round here into the left, trying to take away 2nd, not quite. Again, try and run the high line around the carousel. Just now we've got the inside for the chicane. For the second part, do we have the exit? It's very close. Well, again, once again, we've got the run towards Canada corner. Break around 120 meters. Enough to hit the apex, and we've really caught up on the leader. So hey, upgrading the bike might actually work on like the last Honda. Once again, you take that kink so much better. Go through the final corner, hook up that apex, get a nice smooth exit with this long run up the hill and across the line onto the final lap. We're chasing victory on our big boy for the first time. Do a 2:16. Oh, we can get it to 2:15s. We can brake very deep into that first corner. As we have changed the gearing slight on this bike, now that we've fully upgraded it. We have made 5th and 6th slightly longer because you especially need it around this circuit. You never guess why with all these long flat out sections. We outbraked ourselves in that right hand. That's done us no favours. And yes, we've lost a couple of tenths where we needed to gain a couple of tenths. No, we are getting a bit of the toe now. Too little, too late. It's not too bad into the left, a bit wide. And didn't carry the speed for the right hand kink. Needed to get on the power sooner. We break down here into the left, nip down the inside. Into our favourite carousel. Sorry, North Schleifer. We've got the speed, we've got the inside line. Into the chicane. Do we make it stick? We're getting our elbows out, yes! Take the lead on this final lap. Now can we hold on through the last few corners? So we braked a bit too early there. Backed up the corner way too much. That's allowed them to be right in our tail. And through the kink, that's not too bad. Into the final corner, don't run wide. We're going to power too early, no. It's affected the run off the corner, has it? As we run towards the line, we don't hear anyone behind us. And there is the 2:15 and victory. Oh, we love Road America. Absolutely love it, even with the chicane. Don't do that again to us, Milestone. But we do get 6 stars. And our first lap was a second quicker. And actually, it's only 0.6 quicker than anyone else. That was a good balance there at 90%. So maybe we've got to keep it at 90 from now on. But again, it varies from circuit to circuit. So we do have a championship to do. Should we do that next time? And then we've got a single race afterwards. So we've done around half of this volume so far. And if you go back, we've got 9 stars out of a possible 14. So it's not too bad. It's just England letting us down. Isn't that normal for an Englishman, unfortunately, or for a Brit? So we'll find out how we do in the Supersport 600 Championship and in the Daytona Supersport and complete another volume. Hopefully we don't have to split up too much from now on, but they do get a bit longer now, the volumes, so we might be doing this from now on for these volumes. But at least we've had a decent outing. I do like this Honda much more than the previous Honda. It's a bit more stable, especially for upgraded. That stability on braking is an absolute killer. And our impressions from the patch though, I see no difference in our opponents. They're still oblivious as hell of you. They are absolutely ridiculous. They're still solid as rock when you touch them. And when they touch you, you go down like a house of sticks. It is abysmal. So, again, just had an aggression slider. Because when they try and pass you, it's not like MotoGP where they just dive down your inside. It's not like Supercross where they just dive down your inside. It's not like MXGP where they just dive down your inside. For some reason in Ride, they just stick your nose, they stick like their little wheel in, and so they just poke you wide, or they just go into you and you fall down. Then there's nothing you can do. Why aren't they just more aggressive? I'd rather they be overly aggressive rather than this kind of mild-mannered in the middle, like they used to be in the MotoGP and all previous Milestone games. For some reason, they just haven't changed it in Ride. It is annoying. To record just these 3 races, it's taken me over 70 minutes. And I said previously, in the Donington race, that's how long it takes me to record a normal episode. Well, 60 minutes, an hour. So, it's just awful, unfortunately. If you want a single player game, just do Time Attack and just try out all the different bikes. That's what I say in Wide. It is enjoyable taking some of these bikes out. It is fantastic basis for a good game. Unfortunately, it's Milestone developing in it. So, we'll see what we do in the next couple of races, then in the next 4 races. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the rant at the end as well. Again, it's so easy to fix. This is what is so frustrating about Milestone. Anyway, I'll rant a bit more in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.